I thought these would be easy, but I can't solve them. I got these two cubes in my last unboxing. And no, I did not misspeak. They are officially cubes. This one is just a 3x3x3 and I cannot do it. I'm a fraud. And this one looked even easier until I got parity. So today I am not going to stop recording until I have solved both of these because they look like they should be so easy. These do not work like your typical Rubik's cubes. The top turns how you'd expect, but the sides only turn 180 degrees. If you turn it 90 degrees, it doesn't turn. And no, I have not found a way to shapeshift this. I mean, it looks like this should be doable, but it's not. And of course, it is a triangle instead of a diamond. The only difference between these two is that middle layer. This one is just the same thing, 180 degree turns here and not 90, I guess, but like 120 degree turns up here. And again, no shapeshifting. I really want to figure out what is the deal with parity on this cube. Why can't I just swap two pieces around? Because this is not possible on most puzzles. Oh, actually, no, that makes sense. These two edge pieces with two colors on them, you can swap them just like that. And it does swap the corners around, but the corners are doing a pair of swaps. Yeah, I think the corners actually, you cannot have corner parity, but you can have edge parity because you can just swap two edges like that. Okay, that's cool. Let's scramble this up. I'm gonna restart from the beginning just so that I didn't already cheat with the progress from last video. All right, how am I going to approach this? Probably just by making the first layer again. So we have that maybe? No, I'm trying to make the white layer. That is not where that goes. Okay, it is so weird working with so little freedom. These two are the red and green, so they need to go right here. Why is that difficult? Oh, it's just like that. Okay, this green piece needs to go here. That's 3x3. That literally would have worked, but that's not what you do. Okay, I think you just put that one in first. You do edge pieces first and then corners after, just like when you're making a cross on 3x3. This one going into here, I think we just combine them like that. Nope, that's the wrong way. So I'll put it over here instead and then do that. Perfect, and now they both go in. Okay, and then this one going here, I think, how do you do this? Like that, put them together like that, nice, and then go in. Okay, I was hoping that would just be solved. I literally just said you can't have corner parity, so I need to understand this thing a little bit better. How did we arrive at a single corner swap? What? The reason I said I don't think you can have corner parity is because when you do this turn, it's a pair of swaps and a pair of swaps, like they go into each other's place. So that's two swaps, which means a solo swap should not be possible. Then if we turn the top layer, let's see. Then we have this one went here, this one went here, this one went here. So to solve it, I need to swap these two back and then swap these two. So that's also a pair of swaps, and I don't understand where a single swap came from. Is my understanding of parity just fundamentally wrong? I made an entire video on this. I better be right. The only thing that can fit the narrative of me being right is I'm misunderstanding this puzzle, not the concept of parity entirely. Oh my, I think I just figured out why there's corner parity. Yeah, everything I said was right, but there's something I didn't consider, which is maybe I solved the white side on the wrong side. You might be wondering, how is that even possible? Just turn the whole thing over. Well, no, there is a centerpiece technically, and this centerpiece, I mean, they're both white, so I can't tell the difference. And okay, here's what I mean, and I've gone through it in my head, so I promise you this will fix it, even though I have not even tried it yet. What I'm gonna do is move all the white pieces to the opposite side, and that will fix the issue, I swear. And the reason this will fix the issue is because if I moved the white corners to the other side, then where are all the solved positions? Well, this one would go here, and then this one would go over here, and this one would go over here. And the yellow ones would swap back accordingly. But that is 3 swaps. I've swapped pairs of corners 3 times, which is an odd number, which is how this odd number of swaps managed to show up in the first place. So if I do that, I will fix it. Okay, just hear me out. It sounds crazy, but I'm moving white to the other side. So we're gonna do this. and this. So we've solved the 3 edge pieces. I think that goes in the right order. So this one needs to go here. So I'm gonna pair it up with this edge like that, and then put it all back in. All right, and then this one needs to go here. So same thing with the green. And this, can't turn. This one needs to go here. So like that. See, I told you, I fixed the corners. I fixed corner parity, but now we have edge parity. Okay, so I think here's what I'm gonna do. I've noticed that the algorithm that I've been using, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is putting corners from the top to the bottom, that uses 3 turns on this side, which is an odd number. So if I put this one back in, wait, let me just check. Yeah, I've solved edge parity here, but if I put this one back in, I will just introduce edge parity again. So what I have to do, instead of doing 3 turns here, I can do 6. And that's just by putting the wrong corner in first, and then put the correct corner in afterwards. So I've already done 3 turns on the outside, now I'm doing 6. And there we go. What? Is the top just always solved? Whatever, I'm happy with that. Okay, now we're moving on to the harder one, and honestly, I have a theory on how I'm gonna solve this, and it's gonna be very similar to what I did on the other one. So let's start by just, wait a minute. How is this green and red while that center is blue? The centers don't move, right? Oh, wait, this actually makes it easier. It just means it goes on the other side. So I have put white on the wrong side to begin with. I just have to move everything over here. There we go. And now the corners should be able to match. So there's my cross, and this one goes in here like that. And then this one goes in here. And this one goes in here. The edges, there are flipped edges? What, that's possible? Okay, anyway, we now have a flipped edge. These 2 need to swap and flip also. And then these 2 need to swap. Okay, so there's no parity because I have 2 swaps, but there is a flipped edge, and I do not know how to deal with that. I don't even know how that happens. Like on a 3x3, it's different, right? Because on a 3x3, if you just do half turns on one side and then quarter turns on the other side, it doesn't introduce flipped edges ever. Okay, this is harder than I expected. Let me try a different approach. So I'm gonna try and solve this like F2L so that these edges don't end up wrong right away. So we're gonna do that to fix that one. Okay, there's an upside down pair here, and I absolutely do not know how to solve this using only R2 and L2 moves and stuff, because on 3x3 that's literally impossible. Okay, I think I should take a step back and just ask how do you even fix this? Like, why is a flipped edge happening in the first place? Because this breaks all my 3x3 intuition. So you can't take it out into the top layer, which means all you can do is move it around the middle layers. Oh, because there's only 3 sides, yeah, if you take an edge all the way around, that's 3 moves, and it flips every time, so it's an odd number of flips, which is why this one ends up flipped. But oh, that was so unexpected. There are so many things I've taken for granted on a 3x3 that it doesn't do that when you put it all the way back. But I never thought about, like, oh, it's not the fact that you're doing double moves that is stopping edges from flipping. It's because there are 4 sides. So it takes 4 flips to come all the way back, and 4 flips, you know, is the same as no flips. Also, squares look weird now. Okay, so if I want this one here, that means I need to move this away, move it there, move it back, and then perhaps move all that back. Oh, this is getting messy because it's messing up everything that I've made here. So I've solved all the middle layer edges, but at what cost? I've come back to having the cross done. I think that is probably the easier way to go, but what I'm gonna do during that is make sure that I don't end up flipping any of the edges. So here's what I mean. If I wanna move this one into here, then the algorithm that I do that goes like R2 and whatever, like that's gonna swap these two edges because I do R2 an odd number of times. But if I do this side with L2, because it's symmetrical, I can do the L2 version as well, then it's going to swap these two. And that's bad because this one gets put here, and then if it ever gets put back here, it's gonna be flipped. So I think I'll do it with these two. And then these two need to swap at some point, but I need to put two corners in. Oh, no. I just had such a big brain idea. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I have two corners to put in, right? Two corners, which means I'm gonna have a middle swap twice, but I only need one more middle swap. Or three more middle swaps, because 1, 2, 3, and they're still solved. So we're gonna do a useless corner first. Like that. Now the middle's solved, and I have two of these left to go. So I can put this one in here. And then for this one going into here, I can just do it left-handed so that it is swapping these two instead of these two. Or actually, the whole left-hand, right-hand thing is not necessary. I could just like kind of keyhole it. You know what? We'll do it right-handed as well, but like this, so that it swaps these two. Okay, nice. I've done the first two layers. In the last layer, I have a U-perm, so I simply do the U-perm algorithm. Okay, it's not the same as the 3-edge cycle on 3x3 because I can just solve them all, and now the corners are out of place. So it's one way or the other. Pick your poison. I don't know which of these would be easier to solve conceptually. Wow, things are just coming to me. No, I think I got this. I'm gonna do this the corners way because I'm pretty sure I can just do some commutator idea stuff. It's not I don't know, maybe it is commutators, but no, it's kind of like Megaminx last layer. If you know how to solve a Megaminx, I think you might be able to guess what I'm about to do next. And this is why it's so good to know how to solve many puzzles, because all of the knowledge can come in handy. So I'm gonna take out this corner, and then I'm gonna, what corner was that? Green, blue. So I'm gonna move green, blue over and put it back in. I think the reverse of that algorithm is just that algorithm again. So it is its own inverse. There we go. And then we're gonna move on to the next one and put this one in. And then we're gonna move to the next one and put this one here. Please tell me that worked. That worked. Yes! These two puzzles were so unexpectedly difficult because this like double turn on one side and single turn on another side and, you know, corner pieces, edge pieces, this is my jam. I know exactly how to do this stuff because that is really similar to 3x3, and the double turn stuff is very similar to square one, which I am a beast at. But the number of problems I ran into because there are 3 sides instead of 4 is astounding. So let's do a timed solve on both of these. Let's begin. According to this, we need a green right here and a red right here, okay? And we're gonna put this corner in, and doing finger tricks on this is very strange. Okay, what do we got? Whoa, a PLL, excuse me. Edge parity, okay, wait, corner parity. No, I need to turn this whole thing upside down. So this needs to go like that. And then, so we're doing the yellow side again, but just on the other side because I ran into parity. Corner parity specifically, which means you have to switch which side each color goes on. Oops, I messed up. Oh, this is so difficult. Edge parity. Okay, so what did I do for edge parity? We unsolve a corner, and then we solve the wrong corner. There's probably a faster way to do this, but this is just the way I figured out. Then we solve that corner again, and it's just always solved at the end. 112. If I don't run into a lot of problems on this one, I literally could beat that. So during my inspection, I have discovered that if I move the blue here, then this corner, like once you move it down here, the red will be on the wrong side. So that means white goes on this side. And if I memorize the color scheme, I probably would not have an issue. Like I would just know it goes red then blue, which is Wait, and then green, then red? That's the opposite of the normal color scheme. Anyway, let's do this. So there's the white cross. Done wrong. Off to a bad start. But, oh, I got some stuff solved there. Okay, now, this needs to go all the way around. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, no, that's good, that's good. Okay, then we're gonna solve this corner here. And then we're gonna solve this corner here. Ooh, yes, that's really good, that's really good. Okay, and then we're gonna solve this corner here, but putting it on this side so that these two edges will swap and stay solved. Nice, nice, nice. And what did we do here? We did that, and then Megaminx. Okay. And move over again, move over again. Oh, wow, okay. Yes, I actually beat it. According to the WCA regulations, if a piece with only one color pops out, that is okay. You know, these puzzles are fun. We switched from squares to triangles, and at first I thought they were cute, but then I got a life lesson about checking my assumptions. And that is why we should never stop cubing.